And I'd like to suggest that there are actually 3 seasons to an authentic story. Here they are: crisis, alienation, newness. Stories shape us. They do. And they shape us even from a young age when we first encounter stories as children in fairy tales. You know, the princess, the knight, the dragon. Why would a dragon be in a story for children? G.K. Chesterton has said that fairy tales are real, not because they tell us dragons exist. We already know dragons exist. No, fairy tales are real because they tell us that dragons can be killed. That's a dangerous idea. To suggest that our dragons can be killed, that's a preposterous notion. Our dragons, the wills and desires so much bigger than our own, so much bigger than our fears, we can slay them. If we embrace that and then go out to face our dragons, that's an insanely dangerous quest. What's one thing you would change if you could go back? I think that's a bullcrap question. To be at home with our stories, we need to get to the point where we can honestly answer that feckless question this way: nothing. I would change absolutely nothing. I invite you to experience these stories through words and music honestly. Whatever reaction you have, that's the right reaction to have for you, for tonight. The student listened to her song and he thought to himself, her song has form, that's evident. But does it have feeling? I don't think so. Her song is like the art of most artists. It's all style, no sympathy. Art is selfish after all. So too are artists, all selfish. They would never sacrifice themselves for anyone. Still, I guess it's a pretty song she sings. Too bad it doesn't mean anything, nor does it do any practical good. The nightingale sang louder and louder and gave one last burst of song. The entire garden heard it and trembled in ecstasy. But there are a few who realize that maybe we should all get out. Because the mystery of God, the sacredness of the holy, the beauty of life is found with the outsiders. But we have this shared grammar in music too. For example, sharp rhythmic notes tend to convey understanding, like this. Whereas chords that move in and out of each other tend to convey emotion or feeling, like this. And when we deprive ourselves of either the sharp rhythmic notes or the chords, when we deprive ourselves of the consonants or the vowels, when we deprive ourselves of the crisis or the alienation or the newness, we're depriving ourselves of the deepest of meaning and the richest experience.
Ever young, this life has only just begun. We are infinite. Oh, we are existence.
When we share our stories, something incredible happens. A note becomes a song. A line becomes a story. I becomes we. When we share our stories, we get to experience something way, way beyond ourselves. Vincent looked up at him with those innocent eyes. He had that same look as when they were children. Vincent had broken one of Teo's toys. He was so very sorry for it. He asked Teo's forgiveness for costing him so much money and grief throughout the years. He said, Teo, I've failed at so many things in my life. I hope I haven't failed at this as well. Now the artist and the art dealer are off somewhere, waiting for the rest of us. Seems that those who open our eyes to newness never seem to stay around quite long enough.
You live eternally.